Hello everyone, I am your Game Master. This is the Land of Gaming. Welcome to the Land of Gaming. And today we're doing some more D&D. And a very special D&D, actually. This is the first episode of our brand new series, multi-season series in a way, called Twisted One-Shots, where me and my group of friends Luke, Atticus, and Jem all embark on a new frontier every episode. Basically, what's going to be happening is that I'm going to pull from this little hat. In here, I have 14 different one-shots, each with one very interesting twist. You see, there could be many different twists. You could be one particular class or one particular type of race. Or we could not be playing with dice at all. There are many different types of twists. I have 14 in this hat. In the first season, we will be doing 8 episodes. Every season, actually. Hopefully, we'll have 8 episodes. Some may have less, but 8 is the threshold. Due to us being recording this during the summer or a little bit after, things may differ with how many episodes there actually will be. However, this is episode 1. So, let's see what we get. Now, the players also don't know what I'm going to pull. So let's find out. No magic. Now, along with telling you what I have pulled, I will also tell you the backstory of this world. I will bring up the map that is shown in front of me while I read you the backstory for the No Magic Users one-shot. In this one-shot, every single player must not be a magic user. This is a level 8 one-shot. Our story takes place on the island of Jupiter, the smallest island of the islands of ancient skies. In the island of Jupiter, there used to be a school for the arcane, and it was one of the most powerful, booming magic islands ever. Then something terrible happened, whereas if all magic was taken from the island, as word got around, people started to worry that maybe the other islands of ancient skies would have magic taken from them as well. You three have just gotten word that the island of Jupiter needs your help to find who sapped all the magic from the island. Will our characters be able to save the day and get the magic back? Let's find out as we embark on the first episode of Twisted One-Shots!
I'm just gonna go around and let everyone kind of introduce themselves. Luke, you can start off, pronouns and your name and your character name.
Yeah. You want us to introduce character too?
Yes, character name, pronouns of your character and you, I guess, and your name.
Okay. I think I got it. Okay. I'm Luke, he, him, and my character is Jordy with a D, Arwenstein. And I am a dragonborn monk.
Okay, cool. Jem?
Hi, I'm Jem. I use any pronouns, but mainly they, them. And I'll be playing as Libby Starshine. She's named after the constellation of Libra, and she uses she, they, or they, them pronouns.
And you're a half-orc barbarian.
Yep. Thank you. I
Atticus?
forgot.
All right. I'm Atticus. I use they them pronouns. My character, his name is Balder, dragonborn fighter.
Cool. And of course I'm Trevor. I play everybody else. So today, as you know by the beginning of the video, there are no magic users in this campaign. You are all playing characters who do not possess magical abilities. So you all got a message from the former principal of the School of the Arcane in the island of Jupiter. However, not all of you could have lived in the island Jupiter, or not all of you could have even known of this until you got the message. So, I'll just actually. All of you roll a d20. Whoever gets higher can go first to explain what they were doing before they got the message.
Come on, Southern, don't let me down.
Okay.
15.
15.
7.
7.
13.
13. Alright, so Luke, you're up first. What do you think
Alright.
your character would have been doing?
I was studying in one of the most esteemed libraries in the entire world. And I was with a whole bunch of my friends, and we were talking about all sorts of nerdy stuff, like how to invent a new kind of magic, like just like super, super cool stuff like that.
One of your friends holds up an ordinary looking gear and just says, "Now this is what I've been working on. If you throw this at a wall, it will wrap around the wall. I just haven't tested it yet. So if I accidentally break a wall, that would be bad."
Let's do it.
In the library?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hold
No,
on.
not at the books. What are you thinking?
That's a nat 20.
Yeah!
The gear whizzes through the books, right, like not hitting any of them, right into the wall, wraps around the wall, and then right back into his hand. And he has a little chunk of the wall in the gear in his hand. And he just looks utterly confused because he didn't think that would work. Everyone in the library is about to shush him, but then just goes, starts
Oh, they're
clapping.
applauding.
They all just start clapping.
Like golf claps.
Yeah, it's like, very good, very good. uh, what do you do?
Well, I stand up with my friend and I bow, but it's like very, very awkward. It's like, oh, thank you. We totally didn't just destroy part of the library. Thanks.
You see a janitor looks at the wall and is like, what? Huh?
Okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. I like look at my friends and we're just gonna. We try to jump out the window. Okay, no, friend, throw that thing out the window. Throw that thing at the window. Break the window so we can jump out.
Oh my god.
4, it breaks the entire window. Just didn't
All right,
fall.
go. We have to get out of there.
As you are walking out, make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yes.
That's intelligence, right?
Yes.
Should be good.
Should be good.
13.
13. As you are walking out, or running out rather, as your friend, you and your friend are kind of. Are you going separate ways, or are you going the same way?
We're all going to my garage, which is like our
Okay.
secret nerd hideout.
As you do that, you feel like there's something holding you back. In the islands of Ares, which is where that school would, I feel like where that library would be.
All right, sure.
There's not a lot of magic. You feel magic, and something is pulling you, and then in your hand there's a letter. And make a history check.
History. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fail because I rolled a natural 2. Let me see. History. Okay, 7.
It's okay. So it's like it's addressed from like a school, but you don't really like know that school. There's a book that you were meaning to read, but you never got to it,
Oh
and
no, what a
that
travesty.
and this school is just like in that book somewhere, and you're like, oh, damn it. But as you're holding it, it just says like it's it seems to say like it's like urgent. It says urgent on the front of the envelope. Um, and what do you do with it?
Am I with my friends still?
Well, you were kind of pulled back from them a little bit, so they're a little bit ahead of you.
Okay, so I run up and say, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This thing just appeared in my hand. Get your magic detector out. We're gonna try to figure out how that happened." I'm not even gonna open the letter. I'm just more interested in the magic.
One of your friends holds like this weird like scanner up to it, scans
Hmm.
it, and says, I mean, it's not dangerous, but it also it seems to be from the school of the arcane in Jupiter, but the
I should
magic
have known that.
the magic is barely there. It's like fading.
Oh my
And you
goodness!
see like strands of magic slowly turning red as they just and gone, and all the magic is just gone from the letter, and it's now just an envelope that doesn't say urgent anymore, it just says School of the Arcane from Principal.
Wow, this would make a great journal entry. I write down everything that's happened in my journal,
Okay. Do
and then
you
I open the letter.
you read that the former principal has asked of you to come to the island of Jupiter for an urgent meeting. You are needed. We need help. Signed, principal. Um,
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not very strong. I don't know what kind of help this principal needs.
oh come on, you can do it. I think.
Uh, okay. I'm whispering with my friends, like, okay, what do you think? We should take some precautionary measures. Make sure this isn't a trap.
I mean, I checked the magic. It was is pretty high.
It's legit.
It's legit.
Wow, real magic.
They need you. They need one of us. People like us.
They need a nerd.
Yes.
They need a geek.
Yes.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
It does not take you a while. Islands of Ares are not that far from Jupiter, so you can walk through the islands of Zeus and get to Jupiter. So you're able
How
to get
long does it take?
probably by foot it would take 3 hours.
Well, luckily I'm not taking it by foot. I'm taking it by a magically engineered horse that can go twice the speed of a normal horse.
So yeah, it would take like an hour.
An hour. All right, cool.
Atticus, what were you doing before you got the letter?
More than likely, I was passed out drunk.
Cool. You see the bartender like pokes you. It's like a day later. He's just poking you.
Oi, stop
Um,
that.
I understand, but this came in the mail for you. It was glowing blue and purple, and then glowed red, and then it said urgent until it glowed red. I don't know what the hell it is, but take it.
All right, what witchcraft be this? He's gonna take out his little longsword and poke at it with that.
Are you trying to
cut it up
make
a
like
little
an investigation check with a
Yeah,
longsword?
yeah.
Go
But he's
ahead.
yeah. Yes, can I investigate with my longsword?
Yes.
It's some
+1.
like
It's like tapping like a bug.
All right, that's an 11.
Okay, it's a letter. I think you passed the DC. It's a letter from like a school of magic. That's all about you know.
I'm but a simple man. I'm saying this out loud to the entire bar. I am a simple man. I know nothing of this magic. And then louder, I'm gonna say, "Oi! Be there any witches in this tavern establishment?" He's still incredibly drunk.
You see one guy says, "Witches, wizards, where are they? Where are they? Where are they?" And one other guy just says, "Right here," and just puts him to sleep. Don't mind him. Um, what? Oh, the Island Arcane School of. That's the most known school of magic in the Islands of Ancient Skies. If you got a letter from them, and he kind of like does like a detect like magic sort of thing on it, and says, "Oh, oh, that you should answer that. It's an urgent letter from the principal. No one ever gets those."
All right, you're a wizard. Take me there. Accent is changing.
Take you there?
Yes, you be a wizard, aren't you?
All right, all right,
Take me there
okay.
now,
Um.
right now, now. Take me there. I take out a hand axe and
Oh,
like point
okay,
it at him.
okay, okay.
Now,
Just okay. Give me your hand gently. Give me your hand
I
gently.
give him my hand, not gently.
Okay. And you disappear, and the guy wakes up. Witches, wizards, witches, wizards, and passes out on the floor. And the bartender
What's the deal
says,
with this guy?
"We have another one." And then we will cut to Jem. What were you doing?
Libby was probably doing something to do with her faith to the stars with her family.
Okay.
And I didn't say this specifically, but I feel like she has a younger brother and two mothers.
You see your younger brother, kind of runs like up to your door, or not, you don't see this, but you like hear like little foot patters, and then two hands just knocking on the door.
Yes.
Can I come in?
Mhm.
It's just like waiting.
You can open the door.
Oh, eh, got it, got it. And he's just hanging on the doorknob.
Just like puts him down.
Thank you. That was a lot of work. Well then, what was I gonna get to you? Oh yeah, this. This came from a principal. Mama said it was important.
Okay.
It said urgent on it. I don't know what that means.
She takes it.
Bye bye. Tumbles out of the door, falls down the stairs, and then just walks off normally.
Excuse me.
You open it, it's the same thing that I read to Luke,
Yeah.
basically. And yeah, you would be able to get there, just like, takes a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Do you say anything before you kind of like just go?
Hey, Mom.
Yeah?
Do you know where that arcade school is?
Oh, yeah. Go down the road, and then just take a right at the end of the road. It's a dead-end road. It will just take a right once you get there.
Okay.
It will end at the river.
Mhm.
Just go.
Can you fulfill my duties for me? Since I won't be here.
You will be fine. Your duties will be fine.
It's basically like a Christian doing the sign of the cross.
The three of you arrive in the island of Jupiter, and you see that the principal is waiting outside of a broken school. Windows are like crashed in, and like everything is scattered. Luke, your character is horrified by this. It just looks like a mess that your mom would ask you to clean up like 5 times and you wouldn't do it. And you're just like, this is my room, but worse.
This is the garage, but worse.
Yeah, exactly. And so you go up, and the principal says, "Oh God, thank you for coming." So last night, when all the magic went away, I heard some kind of weird monster noises, and then all the magic drained from my body, and I felt empty. And as you look around, there are a bunch of people, because with certain creatures, there are also an element of magic inside of a person, and so even with like the like magical abilities, some magic keeps people alive in a sense, and there are people.
Dead bodies on the floor.
Yes, but there are also walking empty husks, just walking around aimlessly without any like sense or reason. Just uh, um without any ability, and some of them look fine. The magic is like gone from them and they feel empty, but they aren't walking empty husks. And the principal says, I do know where the next attack will be. There's an island known as the Islands of Iris. This boat, and you see a boatman just waves at the three of you. Hello. He will take you there.
Well, before we go, you said that you had something magical happen to you, or rather, unmagical.
Yeah, what in the stars happened here?
There was a.
Why did you get rid of your magic?
I
What
didn't.
happened to you?
I didn't get rid of it. The magic was sapped from me.
All
As if-
right, we're gonna have to do a full examination here. I have like a handbag with me, and just one after one, I carry
Pulls
out
out
like
a-
these crazy-looking machines, almost
There's-
like medical equipment, and I'm just like, I'm basically giving you like a checkup. So I'm saying like, okay, lift your feet up, sit down, turn over, and I'm just like making sure you're okay with all of this stuff. It's very futuristic. It's not medieval at all. But
and just the boatman's like, come on, let's go. We got like no time.
no time is infinite time.
Just like drags Luke's character just like by the arms and like flings him over her shoulder.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah. I would say contest strength check, but it's like you're. Sure.
We can try it.
Yes.
I am a dragonborn, so I'm
Yes.
pretty big.
Contested strength. It would be saving throws for both of you.
Oh, plus 8. All right, cool. That wasn't 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
7.
Everyone else
Hey,
just sees a half orc just like, nope, and just like just dragonborn.
just like by the feet.
Just come on. The principal
Thought I
is
had a fighting chance for a second.
the principal's like flabbergasted and just packs all the stuff that you took out of your bag, puts it on the boat, and just says, very good, very good. I'm gonna go. Just get our magic black, please, for God's sakes.
We can try and lift the stones.
What if I don't want?
There's a reward involved.
Yes.
There was a reward involved for
How
those
much
who
is it?
wish it.
Just get on the boat.
Whatever you wish for your reward, if you
Do I
need
have to
it.
go on the boat?
If you want a
I
reward,
don't
I
like
can
water.
give you.
I need at least 60 million gold pieces to go on water.
I will give you that.
I have a device that can create 10 million gold pieces.
All right.
I'm not gonna ask you
All right.
questions.
I get on the boat, but obviously very nervous.
So the boat driver, says, "All right, is everyone ready?" He's like, "I'm
Alright.
going to start the engine whether you like it or not."
There's an engine?
I have such problematic party mates.
He starts the engine, and the boat just
Wait, can I look at the engine? No, I want to look at the engine.
I just like hold him back.
the engine is just like it's
Like
like,
a
an
car
older,
engine.
yeah, it's like a car engine, but like it's like a boat engine, but more rustic. More,
Oh, it's still a boat engine.
yeah, it's still a boat engine, just rustic.
Just like
It's a
a
magic
little
boat
bit.
engine.
Just
Like
like holding him back. Just
It-
no.
It's a technical piece of engineering from the islands of Hera. It's where we
Wait,
get all our technology from.
does it have like a logo on it?
Yes, it's a logo from the islands of Hera, which is just a helmet with a halo around it and like a W in the middle.
I know that company. My friend works at that company.
Good, lovely. And
I just like hold his mouth shut, making sure to not get his nose. Like we
the
don't
boat
need any more nerding from you.
the boat is off. You
So
guys
you
can
get-
talk amongst yourselves while you guys are going to the islands of Hera.
So, who are all of you?
I'm Balda.
I'm Jordy with a G.
I'm Libby Starshine.
And I'm Craig.
Kind of a goofy name.
Oh, Craig.
Craig,
Well, that's a really
could
interesting
you kindly
name.
not?
Have you ever studied the etymology of that name, Craig? It's actually
I just
very
put a
interesting.
hand over
I can
Jordy's
tell you all about it. I read 3 books just
I
about
just
the
put a
name
hand
Craig.
over Jordy's mouth, like, no more. Just
Craig, do not talk again, or I will be forced to use. And I grab an axe off of my.
no.
Wait, who are you threatening? Me or Craig?
Craig.
Craig, I don't like anybody that enjoys boats.
Just put
Nasty affairs,
Just
devilry,
X
devilry.
down. Be this
No.
problematic. We're trying to save these islands.
Oi, we're coming up. And you start to reach the islands. Perception check, all of you.
Okay.
Also make one for
So that's
Craig.
what we're-
Oh, that's horrible for Craig. He does not.
Perception one is. Where's my perception?
Oh,
Luke sounds so
I got
depressed.
like a -1.
2!
2.
2!
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3 and I have a -1, so it's 2.
I have 23.
20. Okay, Jesus.
I'm
Atticus.
really high.
He's like,
Okay.
I rolled a 18.
Yeah, so I don't see anything. I'm still just like in my
You're
own
thinking-
world, obsessing about the name Craig.
You're thinking about Craig, which starts you
Got
to
it.
think about
Whoa.
other names,
Yeah.
and you just go on a train of like
Mhm.
Craig, Jimothy, Jonathan,
Jimmy.
Devin.
12.
12. So Jem is the only one to see that the boat isn't moving, like it's just kind of like caught, and then green tentacles just kind of like around the boat, and there's like hooks, and it hooks to sides of the boat. All of you now notice the boat has stopped as there are tentacles, and eyes poke out as a kraken just holds up your boat.
How peculiar.
And as the kraken is holding up your boat, the captain is like horrified. And then just it's like holding the boat, and then immediately it looks up, drops the boat, and tries to swim back into the water, and then all of a sudden the Kraken is lifted from the water and
Devilry.
and into a giant, you see a red swirling ball with mouths and like hands as it just gets and magic just gets sapped from it, and the whole creature just gets ripped apart, and tentacles get thrown into the water as this just weird red ball of mouths. And you see the captain, horrified, throws 3 random magical potions at it.
This is Craig.
Yeah, this is Craig. He
Create.
throws them at it. The monster eats them. And the other 2 other monsters that look like this see, and they're like, they don't have eyes, but they're like kind of like searching around. It's like they're smelling or tasting the air, and then they just start to fly away to the islands of Iris. The
Alright.
captain says that he knows what these are. These are called Nishroos, and they have the ability to absorb any magical any magical items or spells, and anything used that is magic can heal them or help them in lots of ways. Plus, if they're in the area with no magic, they will continue moving until they find more magic to absorb. They can only be stopped by non-magical users. And he looks at the 3 of you and realizes that's probably why the principal wanted you. And so,
So we have to kill this.
yes, you have to kill the Nishroos.
Well, wait a second. We're still on the boat, right?
You dock and get off the boat.
Well, no. While we were still on the boat, that happened.
Yes, that happened. Yes.
All right. So right before we dock, there's still like Kraken tentacles floating around.
They're just in the water, and some of them have sunk to this point because they're too small to float.
All right. Well, is there at least like one that's still floating?
Yes.
All right. I jump out to collect the specimen.
So as you begin to follow these Nishroos, they seem to be taking magic, and as you come up to them, Luke, your character has magical things in his bag, right?
Yeah.
They
Like the magic detectors and stuff. Those are all powered by magic.
they smell, and they like turn, and they seem very hungry. And I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Wait, they're like living? Oh no. I did not design them to do this.
I got that one. So 19.
What?
Another 11.
19.
19, okay.
I got that one on my other one. Good thing I have advantage.
18. Not too
Okay.
bad.
Okay, I actually got a 14.
14, okay. 18. And I will roll this.
Are they in melee range? Just for when we start?
Yes. Gem, you are up first.
Okay. Melee range, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use my great axe. 19 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Hell yeah! I'm rolling so many high numbers. 17 points of slashing damage.
you.
And I'm gonna do it again to the same one.
Alright.
I have 2 attack. Actually, bonus action first, rage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do it again. Natural 20 plus 8.
Alright, double the damage.
11, 22, 27
27.
points of slashing damage.
But it just next. Are you done with your turn?
Yep.
Luke, you're up next. One of them is in melee range with Gem. The other 2 are about 20 feet away from you. Guys, all 3 of you, because you guys are in the same range-ish.
Wait, so which one is closer to me?
The one next to Gem.
Which one is, like, attacking my equipment?
The one that saw your equipment is the middle one, which is one of the 2 that's 20 feet away.
20 feet away. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, so I can move 20 feet, so, I'll move 15 feet, so I'm 5 away.
Alright.
Towards that one, towards the middle one.
Yes.
I'm going to use my breath weapon. I'm gonna say, like, hey guys, check this out! And then I use my breath weapon, which
Okay.
I'm told so is fire damage.
Yes. I just have to roll to save.
Yes.
First off, just gonna say this right now, you will hit 2 of them. You will not hit the one near Gem, but you will hit these two. Because it's a ranged area.
Yeah, and it's a cone. It's a cone, it's not a line, so...
Yeah, exactly. So you will hit both of them, but you will not hit anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Make their saves. That was horrible. I had to fail. The other one is an 11 exactly. So
An
that
11.
that one will save.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the one next to that one saves, but the other one fails. I
The other one
believe if
fails.
breath one, if it's a save, it's half damage.
Yes, that is correct. Alright.
So roll your damage.
Okay, 14 to the one that failed, and 7 to the one that succeeded.
Alright.
Alright. So that's my first attack. For my second action, I'm gonna make an unarmed strike on whichever one is closest to me.
That would be the one in, like, right here.
So... It's a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
That hits. And it takes 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna use Fury of Blows
Okay.
to do 2 more.
Yep. That's why you gotta love monks.
Yeah. So the second one is 10 to hit.
That will hit.
That hits. Okay.
Yes. These things are...
And it takes 8 damage.
Final one?
19 to hit.
That will hit.
And it takes another 4 damage.
Cool. It is now the Nishru's turns. So one that has no one in front of it. Did you leave your bag on the floor, or did you bring it with you?
Alright, so I have it with me. I'm like holding it.
Okay, so you see the one that has been, that like no one's in front of, moves towards you and opens its mouths. I'm going to ask you to roll a d20, add your Arcana and your Strength save. So add both of those.
21.
21. So that means how many tools would you say you have in that bag? We'll go with 10. So give me a random tool that is like the smallest tool you have.
Alright, well that will be the
Making you improv randomly.
yeah, all right. So it's gonna be the like what's it called? The reconnaissance like drone.
Okay.
Something that flies around to spy on people.
You see, without the bag, it's like the bag like magically opened. It just and spits out all the tentacle parts.
Oh no!
And so it's like all the magic is just gone. And you like see it get bigger. It's a fairly small object, you can say, right?
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
big, about the size of an apple.
Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty number for it to go. And it just gets a little bit bigger. The other one that's in front of Luke is going to move, so you can take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. And it's a nat 20 to hit.
Ooh.
So double damage,
Yep.
but I only rolled 3 damage, so 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. You see this one goes over to Atticus. Would
Up
say
to
make a history check with disadvantage.
Alright. Oh, a nat 1.
So, for some reason, this creature just looks at you and appears to want to like eat something. I'm gonna ask you to make roll a d20, add your Constitution and your Arcana. Your con save specifically.
13. 14.
14. So that's gonna be... That's 5 points of damage to you, Atticus. As some of your, like... You see something like a strand of blue just comes out of your mouth and then goes into the mouth of the monster.
Ew.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, it gets like just a little bit bigger. And then it's Atticus' turn.
So I get 3 attacks on my turn.
Okay, yeah, you're a
So
fighter.
that's a 13,
That will hit.
a 22,
That will hit.
a 23.
That doesn't hit.
That all hits.
Alright. And then, so that's 7 plus... that's 17 damage from the first 2.
Both of them deal 17? Or did you add them up?
No, that's 17 damage together. From the
Okay.
first 2. The second one's got an extra condition, so I wanted to do that, that's all.
And the third one?
Third one, 1 plus 8 plus 5, that's a 14 damage by itself.
Okay.
So that's 31 damage.
Cool.
31.
Alright. But is that all you're gonna do?
So how dead is this?
It's looking pretty dead.
You know what? Why not action surge?
Alright.
Why not action surge? So that's 2 27s. So that's gonna hit.
You hit. You hit. How many times I tell you hit?
Alright, but like a nat 1 for damage, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage.
And
Okay.
another 6 6 damage plus. What's 3 plus 5? 8. 8 damage.
8 damage.
How small is it by this point?
These things are like this when they start out. It's getting to like here, the size of my head. So
that's a good
it's
sign.
it's getting there. All right, Jem, you are up.
Okay. I am going to use my great axe because I like using my great axe.
Remember, you are
Once
raging.
engaged with me.
The one that is engaged with you is still engaged with you. Yes.
How dead is it looking?
It's about this big.
Okay, cool.
They are usually starting at like that big.
All right. 18.
That will hit.
It's only 8.
Cool.
And I'll use my other action on it too. That's map 1.
What are you using?
Great axe.
It like goes through it and just like your axe is just in the ground now. You can like you can take a bonus action to take it out.
Oh, come on!
I'm not gonna deal damage to you guys when you do that, but I'm gonna make it
Screw you,
cost
I'll use
something.
Warhammer instead.
I'm gonna make it cost something if you roll on that one. I'm not gonna hurt you sometimes, but I will make it cost something.
I'll use my Warhammer instead. 10 for damage, which really isn't that bad. 16?
That will hit. A reminder that a 10 hit earlier.
Right, sorry. 5.
Yeah.
So 10.
Okay.
And then that would be another 16 to hit. And 11 damage.
Okay.
Those were bludgeoning.
So now the thing that looks like this big looks about as big as like my glasses.
Woo!
And
shit that thing.
so it just kind of like that. Luke, that is your turn.
My turn.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I punch it.
I love mugs. Just
And it's a 13.
13 that will hit. Just like any problem.
4 damage.
Cool.
Okay. I punch it again. 7.
That will not hit.
That doesn't hit. Darn it. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Cool. Now it is the Nishru's turn. You see the one that Jem walloped.
Roll up.
Same question for you. Does your family have any kind of magic in it? Yes, you.
Oh.
Like, would your moms be magical, or would your brother be magical?
I mean, one of my moms does use magic as a druid.
Yeah, so that would count.
Yeah, she uses magic as a druid. My other family members are fighters and rogues.
Cool.
But
The Nishru is...
and we sort of worship magic, in a way.
Make a con... Roll your d20, add con save and arcana.
Well, 13.
13. Okay. Alright.
Oh, 4. Why'd I roll a 4?
So that
Plus
is-
7.
You take 7 points of damage. As the one in front of
Damn.
you,
Not that bad. I have 95 hit points.
a tiny little constellation just kind of comes out of your mouth and turns red and breaks and goes into the mouths. Atticus, I'm gonna ask you to do another one of those saves.
All right. 19.
That will that will just do that. Okay. So you take 2 points of damage as just a tiny little, like, itty bitty strand just gets sucked into its mouth, and then the one that's in front of Luke. I'm going to ask you to make another one of those strength arcana checks.
13.
13. So you now have 9 items in your bag. How many of those would you say are medium-sized items?
I think most of them, so 7.
7. Okay. So that's gonna be, I'm not gonna ask you to describe these items, but 5 of your items get thrown up. 2 of them fly to the one in front of Gem. One of them flies to the one in front of Atticus. And then the other 2, they start to float, and then they fall back in the bag as the creature couldn't have, like, for some reason, couldn't hold them for much longer. But the 2 of the items went into the creature in front of Gem, which will make it look a little bigger. That's gonna be that. Okay. And then one of them flew into Atticus's, and that's gonna be that.
Oh,
So.
no. My magical frequency normalizer.
But the other 2 items that it would have gotten were put down back in the bag. So these 2 other ones now look about the same size, as they're about, like, this big, so, like, kind of like that. Atticus, it is your turn.
All right, this MF's getting 3 attacks.
Alright. Most likely.
That's 16, 20, 27.
All of those will hit.
So those all hurt, right?
Yep.
All right. And that's 8 damage, 9 damage, and 14 damage.
Okay, you kill it. You see
Let's
it
go.
shrinks down just into nothing. And all the, like, bone, like, all, like, the mouths and hands are gone. And blue and purple magic fly out of it and fly to the island of Jupiter. And, you see the bits, you see the one item that it ate from your bag, Luke. The magic goes back into it, and the item goes back in your bag. It just kind of, like, hops back into your bag, in a sense.
Yay.
And that one is gone as the magic from it is back. Which means that you guys can
Let's go.
deduce that whenever you kill one, the magic that it took is back. Which also means, Atticus, you are healed back to full.
Let's go. So it took 7.
Yeah, you took 7, but now you are healed to full. And after that is Gem's turn. It's
Fine,
just-
I take my bonus action to do like. Now I only have 2 attacks.
I'm just saying, like, Atticus, with that 14, and then with those other 2 numbers, you brutally killed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
13.
Fighters were broken.
That will hit, yeah. It's insane, because you were, like, when you dealt 8 and then 9 damage, it already dealt it to -1, and then adding the 14 was just, like, negative
It was a
15.
negative 15.
Just like killing it more.
17.
That's good.
17 to hit, that will hit.
No, 17 damage. I rolled
sorry.
up 18.
17. Oh, that kills it.
Damn.
Yay!
Let's
seven-
go.
You're full!
Yes, you are back to full, and the other 2 items that were pulled out of your bag get put back into your bag, Luke, and the rest of the magic goes back to the island of Jupiter, and a little bit goes to that Kraken's tentacles, which doesn't do anything to it. The tentacles just kind of...
They're
And then-
alive.
and then it just dies. It like moves for like 5 seconds like a fish out of water, and then just dies.
So is that it? We're out of combat, or
No, there's still one that's in front of you.
there's still one more. I punch it. 13. I punch it twice. 13
That hits.
and 21.
Both of those will hit.
Great. So 8,
Okay.
another 8,
Okay.
and then I punch it 2 more times. Okay, 8 to hit.
That will hit.
That hits. Okay,
Yes.
and 9.
9 will hit as well. Yeah.
9 hits. They both hit
Damn.
again. Great. Okay. So 6 damage and another 8 damage.
Cool. It's looking smaller, but not that bad.
Okay, and then
Like
I'm going to
here.
use. I'm gonna use my bonus action
Mhm.
to make a Dex saving throw.
Ooh. That's a nat 1.
Nat 1.
Yep.
It falls prone.
Ooh. Which means that it cannot take its turn, which means it is Atticus' turn. It means to make another dex save.
Alright, you already know. 3 attacks.
What is your save DC, Luke, by the way? What is
The
your save?
DC was 10.
Yeah, it failed. So Atticus, make your attacks.
Alright, I'm gonna do the last standing one.
Alright.
And they all hit.
Oh, they all
I
hit?
assume. A 17, a 10, and a 21.
Yup, those all hit.
Alright, so
Really
that's
bad.
an 11 damage,
Alright.
a 16 damage, and 14 damage.
You kill it just to 0.
Let's go!
You
Fighter is broken.
kill this thing as it shrinks and all the magic is brought back in to anything that it took, which means everyone's back at full hit points because the only things that took damage from you guys was those creatures. You guys are out of combat as these creatures shrink into nothingness and all the magic goes back off in like the distance, because this arcane school kind of like is very tall and like you could see it in a far distance. You see like the walls form back up and the school is back to normal and like magic
Let's go.
and as you destroy these Nishroos and all the magic that it sapped away is released back, and the island of Jupiter is booming in magic again. You all kind of like get back on the boat and like go back to the island. You see the
I
principal.
give Craig a lecture on the etymology of the name Craig.
You see Craig, like, understand, like, just like listens, and as you guys get off of the boat, Craig just like looks into the distance. What is the meaning of life? and then jumps.
Actually, I wrote a whole 4-page essay on what that meaning of life is.
Before you say that, he jumps into the water and drowns.
Wow.
he commits suicide into the water.
Go
Dead.
nerds!
Bro killed himself. to look
That's
at the
why
kids
nerds are gonna
actually-
rule the world someday.
You are going
That's
to
crazy.
geek someone out to the point where they just kill themselves.
We're gonna geek everyone out. We're gonna rule the world.
Oh God. But yeah, he just commits suicide into the water. He goes, and you see the principal is confused and says, "We'll have to hire a new boatman, or a new
Got it.
Craig." Principal nods to a guy next to a board, and there's like a tick board with how many Craigs there are on this island, and just erases a tick mark, and now there are 10 Craigs left on the island. And they just hire another Craig, and he now mans the boat. They just had a bunch of Craigs working on these boats, and somehow on the first day of every single time, they've died of suicide jumping into the river.
Probably because of nerds.
And you see, like, there are like 20 erase marks on this board. There have been 20 other Craigs who have died in the water.
How many are left?
10.
There were 30 Craigs in total on this island.
How long
Yikes.
has this Craig's business been going on?
Since General Craig the first.
Since what?
Since General Craig the first.
Which was like how long ago? How many years?
I'd say about 200 years ago.
200 years. So that means in 100 more years, they'll run out of Craigs.
They will run out of Craigs.
All I need to do is live 100 years more. I'll make it my mission.
But
All the Craig.
Kill every Craig.
the principal asks all of you, do you individually what you guys want in return. I know Atticus wanted exactly how many gold pieces?
10 million.
10 million. Give, like, you see a young 20-year-old kid carrying 5 bags of golds that are full to the brim, just on his back. He looks fine. This is a scrawny 20-year-old. No, this is a scrawny 20-year-old, like,
What the fuck?
dwarf. And he is just carrying these on his back and just puts them in like a tube. Just type in your address.
I do that.
And they just and the tube just sinks back into the floor, and he just says, "All right, I'm gonna go carry all the cows back to the farm."
May I get a reward?
What would you like?
I want a full-time job as a research specialist at the Arcane School of the Island of Jupiter.
The principal is very happy and actually says that there is a robotics club that a kid has been trying to start, but there's been no teacher who's wanted to do it. And you see this
Magical robotics.
and you see a kid with like this like flat like hair like mine and yours, Luke, because we basically have the same hair. And just like tiny little square glasses, walks up to you and just says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And gives you like a hug. He's like this little half-orc kid who just like has a bunch of books on his back. This is gonna be so fun. And just like he has like a little robot leg hanging out of back pocket of his bag,
What?
Aww.
and he
It's
just
so
like
cute.
he just runs giddily back home.
That's
Um,
so sweet.
I'm happy. I kind of want to run with him.
he-
You
If
run
it
with
wasn't
him?
weird, I would. If it wasn't weird, I would run with him.
Go with him.
yeah, go. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, I run off. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Aw.
principal smiles and like waves. Is there anything you want?
Are adults accepted into the school?
Or what?
Adults.
Yes.
Can you give my mom a spot in the school? She's been trying to get in for years.
Oh, yes. The college which is connected to, and so there is a big um college which you don't know how you didn't see it. It's like bigger than the other school that is right next to it. I'm gonna ask anyone who wants to make an Arcana check on that school
Okay,
if they want to.
I'll do it. 16.
16,
3.
3,
7.
So fast before.
16. So, oh yeah, that's D4.
Love
But
this before.
the building, like if you're too far away, there is like an invisibility kind of like cloak on it. So anyone that is like next to it in a sense can see it, like or like anyone who is around it in a sense, but anyone who is far like 30 feet away or more cannot see it.
That's so cool. It was probably
Yeah.
like designed by the students.
Yes, actually one of them points at it and says, "Ah, yes, that's my job." Um but you see the principal nods and says, "Yeah, we can enroll her in the college. It won't take that long actually. We can send actually she makes a paper appear. What's your mother's name?"
Alright. Hold on. V.
What?
V.
Just spelled V?
V-E-E.
Oh, V. Writes the name, writes the principal's signature, and then writes a little like other signature for the there is like a in a sense mayor of this like island in a sense who runs the island because it's a smaller island. It is the smallest island of the islands of ancient skies, and so there's not really like a big person in power who has to assign everything. It's more just the mayor, and writes a signature for the mayor, and actually a mystical purple hand flies in and signs like a little star next to it and a stamp of approval on the what's the thing? It's not a diploma because that's like for getting out of college. What?
Acceptance letter.
Acceptance letter. Thank you. And gives it to you to give to your mother, and the principal says it will start next year.
Thank you.
And you all go on your ways. What is kind of the last thing that your character does before we close this out?
Should we roll a d20? Who goes first?
I'm gonna use the same order. Luke, you go first.
Okay.
Luke, you're muted.
I hate this. Okay, who is this kid that I'm with?
This kid's name is Timothy.
Timothy.
Yeah, just Timothy. He does.
It's Timothy.
Mhm.
All right. Hello. So I'm talking with him. Hello, Timothy. My name is Mr. Arwenstein. I'm going to be the faculty supervisor of your robotics club. So what do you want to do?
Well, first thing, I need a home.
A home?
My mom is sick, and my dad is in the river. His name was Craig. He's a different one. He's not the one that died today. He died.
Not the one that I.
he, he died 4 years ago. Now in the sea.
Well, maybe we can build a robot that can build an entire home just for you.
And you? Would you live with me?
I mean, sure, I'd be needing to move anyway because I'm working here now.
Really?
Yeah.
Great. I got some parts.
You have some parts? I have a whole book that I wrote myself on how to build a machine builder
You see
that
all the
builds
books.
stuff.
You see all the books in his bag were just like like those books that you open and it's not a real book, it's like things inside of it.
No.
Oh, there's like books that you can open and they're not real books. They're like you can like hold different things inside of them as long as they're a certain size.
It's a container, but it's a
Yeah.
container that looks like a book.
Yeah, exactly. And he opens all of them, and a bunch of like robot like parts and like arcane parts just like are all like on the ground.
Oh my god, I'm drooling.
And this is a little like level 2 artificer that this kid is, and he just like just
My
says,
dream job.
give me a blueprint. Give me a blueprint.
A blueprint? We're going to make the blueprint.
This kid is so giddy, and you're just gonna like end with like you two just kind of like creating a blueprint and like making this lovely house. Atticus, what
That was
does your
so
character do?
sweet.
I know that was.
That was adorable.
Would there be a bar on this island by chance?
You can actually go back. Like the wizard who took you here is still there, and he just says
yeah.
if you can go back to the same bar you were at.
Yeah.
You
I
go back.
make him do that.
You go back to the same bar, and that old man who was screaming at witches and wizards, just like, and like, as you appear back, the wizard starts to like walk back to his chair, and an arrow nails him through the brain, and the guy is just
wizard?
down.
This
the
is
wizard.
like Misfit Adventures with that one guy that Paul found.
He's just dead on the ground, and he says, "I have killed God! I have killed God!" And the man jumps out the window, does a barrel roll, and starts swimming just nowhere. It's like a newspaper thing that you get like a couple days later. Guy found dead on the island of the Kingdom of Fire, ran from a bar after shooting a wizard, and is now dead after drinking too much.
One heck of a
Well,
headline.
this is not my business, and I sit down and get a beer.
Yeah, you just take a beer. The bartender's like, "Want me to put that on your tab?"
No, this one will be on all of this, and I grab like 700 gold pieces and just put it on the bar in front of me.
He takes it, puts it in like a box, and then fetches like a mail person who's like kind of always at the bar, like waiting for like packages in a sense. Takes the gold, and the bartender says, "Deliver this to the hospital now. Room 235." And guy nods, and like kind of like illusory just like sky kind of message appears in front of the man, and it just says, "Thank you, love, Hilda." And then it just disappears. And he just smiles at you and says, "Thank you, that was really helpful."
Now, I'm gonna need more than just one beer. That was like for my entire night.
Oh, yes, he gives you
What I
5.
All that.
he gives you 5.
Okay.
That was so sweet.
Mhm.
Well, I hope whoever that was gets better, I guess. And
I hope my wife gets better too.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And that concludes Gem. You're up.
So she gets home and goes up to V, her mother. Hey mom,
Mhm.
I got you this.
Thank you. This means so much.
I know. Like the principal asked what we wanted in return, and I said I wanted that.
Well, thank you. This is so. This means so. And just hugs you.
Because I knew this would help our family.
And we got you something too. And there is on your bed a framed picture of the star sign Libra, and in gold like lettering it just says Libby, star sign or starshine. And you look at your wall in a sense of like the names of all the star signs. You look at Libra and it's not that name anymore. It is your name on that star. And it's just plastered like that is the name of the star sign they asked, and the people who kind of controlled it in a sense, not like scientists but like priests in a sense in your religion, allowed this to happen, and they changed it.
You're the best, mom.
And the little kid who fell down the stairs previously rolls back up the stairs and just says, so we got a problem. The floorboard next to the wall is now just like in pieces. Is that normal?
You broke it, didn't you?
Yeah, but I broke
I
it.
can fix it.
No, you don't understand. I touched it, and it gone. It like pieces,
I
and
think you're
your
a spell user, hon.
I can do spells.
Probably.
Just poof, and like just like dust, and just like little party streamers fall down from the sky. Cool.
You should teach him fireball.
Oh.
The first thing you teach basically a 7-year-old fireball.
No.
And you see the mom picks up the kid, and the kid says, so does that mean that now I have to throw party streamers at everyone? Yes. Party streamers! And tumbles back down the stairs and goes up to his friends.
Floorboard when he does that.
He breaks another floorboard and just throws party streamers at his friends, and they're just like,
What the?
what, huh? And then you just see kids on the floor playing with party streamers. And with that, we conclude the No Magic Users one shot.
That was fun.
Did you
I
guys
get to do my
like
barbarian like I
doing
usually
that?
do. Yeah, that was really fun, and I got to play
Let's
a
go.
barbarian.
That was sick.
I'd like to.
Luke, you're muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I accidentally did something weird on my computer. But yeah, that was really, really fun.
So we'll see what happens in the next episode of Twisted One Shots. Bye, everybody.
Bye.